welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing these puravida inspired bracelets. I literally refilmed this intro so many times, but bottom line, for those of you that think that it's dumb that I'm making my own puravida bracelets when the bracelets are only a few dollars and they support charity, why are you watching this video, okay? If you think that it's dumb that I'm making my own, please just don't watch this and just go buy them. But some of us can't afford it and are just able to make them themselves. So if you're one of those people, then just keep watching and I hope you guys like it. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to make 3 different variations of these puravida inspired bracelets, and you can add beads to like all of these to kind of make them a bit different. We'll go from easiest to hardest, I guess. So the first one is just the classic string bracelet, very easy, very simple. For this, you're going to need some embroidery floss. This is what I'm using. Normally these bracelets are made out of wax thread or wax cord, and I tried to look at Michael's or Joann's. They just don't sell it. They do sell wax cord, but it's like brown and black, which nobody wants. These bracelets aren't obviously the most durable things ever, but they aren't gonna like just snap. So yeah. So to make these string bracelets, you're basically just going to pick out whatever colors you want to use. You can use as many colors as you want. You can use as many strings as you want. It's really up to you. So I'm just doing 4 different colors with 2 strings of each color. You are just going to line up all your threads together and then take 2 extra strings, and these strings are going to be your little pieces right here. I don't know what to call these. Tie one of the strings around all your threads and then just slide it up so that it's kind of at the edge, and then tie another knot. Trim the ends here. What if I dip them in like melted wax? Wait, that's like low-key kind of smart. Yo! I want to try that. Oh my god, I low-key want to do it. So to seal the little end of the bracelet here, I'm just using some clear nail polish and just dabbing a little bit on, and that'll help to seal the strings. Then you can just wrap all of the strings around your wrist to figure out how long you want it to be, and just kind of mark it and then cut it to the length that you want. I'm gonna probably end it like about here. So now we have to tie a string around the other end of the bracelet, so I'm kind of just pulling all the strings tight and then taping the little end of it so I can easily just wrap and tie another string around it so that the strings are all tight and everything like that, and then just take the tape off, and then you can slide your knot down and then knot it again. And then again, you're just going to cut off the excess on the end so that it's all even. Make sure you seal the ends of all your strings with clear nail polish. Now you're going to take the little strings on the end, and one by one you're going to start twisting them between your fingers. And just kind of hold one of them down once you've finished with it, and then start twisting the other one. Then once you finish twisting both of them, just take both of them and then twist them together, and it should make this little like cord kind of thing. After that, just mark a few inches down and tie a knot, and then you can cut off the extra, and then of course put some clear nail polish on there so you could seal the knot. Repeat the same step on the other side of the bracelet, twisting the cord and then tying it and cutting off the extra, and then covering the end with clear nail polish. You can also kind of line up both of the cords on the bracelet to kind of see where the knot needs to be so that they're both the same length. So to tie this bracelet together, you're going to need an extra piece of string and line up the little cords on the end of your bracelet, and it also helps to tape this down. So you're going to slide that extra string underneath your 2 cords and take 1/2 of the string, and you're going to overlap it on top of the other one, but just kidding, we're actually going to put it underneath. Then take the one that's on top and you're going to put it underneath the bracelet and put it through the loop that the other string created, and then pull it tight. I know it's super confusing, but there you go. Okay, now we're going to loop it on the other side now. So we're doing it on the left side, and you're going to make sure that that string that's looping over is underneath the other string. The one that's on top is going to go underneath the bracelet and through the loop that the other string created, and you're going to pull it tight. I didn't do a very good job of explaining it, so if you are so confused, you can just search up how to do a square knot on YouTube, and you will find videos on how to do it that explain it better than I do. You're going to repeat this step like 3 or 4 more times. Once you're done with that, just cut off the extra strings, and of course we're going to seal up those little fraying edges with some clear nail polish. And if you want to add beads to it, just string the beads on. I first tied one side and then taped it down and then strung beads on the other side and then tied it and then did the whole cords and everything. So if you want to add beads, that's how you do it. It's really simple. And there we have it, a puravida inspired string bracelet. The next one's also really easy. It's just a braided one. Go ahead and pick out 3 colors for this braided one, obviously because it's braid. And I'm using 6 strings of each color. You can use, for this one I used 4 strings of each color. The more you do, then like the thicker the braid will be, so I just like to do more. You're gonna tie a huge honkin' knot at the top. Go ahead and tape that down. And I of course like to twist mine and then just braid them. Once you've gotten it to your desired length, just tie it off in a knot, and then I'm just gonna cut off the extra. And of course, I'm sealing both of the knots with some clear nail polish. Now you're gonna take 2 extra strings and tie them in knots on both of the ends of the bracelet, and then of course just end them like normal, like I already showed you with the other bracelet. All right, next we're making these like little beaded bracelets. I saw some with like just little charms in them, like these charms with like little jump rings on both sides, but not everybody has kind of charms like these, so I decided to do beads instead, and I think it looks really cute. You will need 3 strings to make this bracelet. That could be any color, all the same color, whatever you want, but you will need to have 3. You're going to want a decent length of string since you're going to be threading on beads. And once you kind of figure that out, just go ahead and fold your strings in half. And I'm going to tape mine down, but I'm taping it down a little bit less than halfway so that I have room to thread on all my beads. Before you thread on a bead, we're going to do a square knot first. So your string should be set out like this. And you're going to take 1 string on one side and cross it over top of the middle string. The other string will lay on top of that string you crossed over, and the string that's crossed over will go underneath the middle string, and you're going to pull it through the loop that the other string created, and you're going to pull it. Bam! Square knot. Now we're going to do it again, but this time we're going to take the right string, and that's going to go over the middle this time. The left string will go over top of the right, underneath the middle, and through the loop, and then you're going to pull it, and bam, square knot done. Okay. Now you can thread on your bead. You're going to thread that onto the middle string, and then you're just going to do your square knots, like with the bead on the middle. Hold on, you'll see in a second. Look, see, bam. Okay, so like the bead is like kind of in the middle there, and you're just going to do your square knots and just secure that bead in there. Just keep threading your beads onto the middle string, and make sure that before you thread the bead on, there's a square knot, and then after you thread the bead on, there's a square knot, so that it's not going to go anywhere or move. And yeah. Once your beads are threaded on how you want them to be, you're just going to wrap that bracelet around your wrist and just cut off any excess and just figure out how long you want it to be. I, of course, am doing it out of frame. I'm sorry. Then you can just tape that bracelet down, and you're going to take 2 extra strings and just tie them in knots on both ends of the bracelet, and then just finish the bracelet off like I already showed you for the first one. I tried to like twist all these strings together, and like it didn't really work, I think because there was 3, but I actually made another one of these, and I actually braided the 3 strings, so that could be an option for you if you don't want them to like hang out. So these are the finished bracelets that I made in this video, and to add the charm on this braided one, I just opened the jump ring and then I attached it to a couple of the strings and then just closed the jump ring just in case I get questions on it. And yeah, they're not the most durable things in the world, but I think that they're cute for only costing a couple dollars to make. Alright, so that was the video. I hope you guys liked this. They are literally so easy to make in my opinion, and they don't really cost that much either. So you definitely want to seal these with clear nail polish or something. I wanted to try like Mod Podge or like Elmer's glue or something, but I don't really know if that'll work. I just say clear nail polish. It's really cheap, but you can get like it for like $2 at Target or something, and it works really well in my opinion, and like my bracelets feel pretty secure and stuff like that. So yeah, I hope you guys like this, and I'd love to see your creations, so tag me on TikTok or Instagram or whatever. And yeah, I love you all. Bye.